Well, good morning. It's an exciting week here in Jacksonville. We're back for Georgia-Florida week. I'm happy to introduce myself as Alex Alston. I'm privileged to serve as the Executive Director of the Office of Sports and Entertainment here at the City of Jacksonville. We have a great group of guests this morning who are going to give you some information about game day and the week of activities and some public safety messaging. But before we do, without further ado, I want to give it up to our Mayor, Donna Deegan, to say a few words and welcome Georgia-Florida week. Thank you, Mayor.
And yes, much to the dismay of many people here in Florida, it is Georgia-Florida week this week. I've had so many people say, "Why are you saying that? We're in Florida," because it flips every year, right? We have to do that. That's our obligation. So don't be mad, Florida fans. That's how it works. But thank you so much for joining us here as we kick off this big week and gear up for the big game. The City of Jacksonville, as always, is so proud to host this annual Georgia-Florida football game and help to celebrate this very storied rivalry. There's really no other rivalry like this one in the country. Simply put, this is a very big deal for our city. This rivalry's ties to Jacksonville date back to 1933, when the game was first played here, and it has been played here ever since with only two exceptions. While the matchup between the Bulldogs and the Gators is an iconic national event, it also brings tens of thousands of fans and, of course, millions of dollars in economic development to Jacksonville. It also brings our community together to celebrate college football like no other city in the entire country. To that end, it is our goal to host the Georgia-Florida game in Jacksonville for a long, long time to come, and we have been working very closely with both universities to make that happen. They have been involved every step of the way during the design and the planning process for the Stadium of the Future to ensure that it meets the needs of that wonderful annual tradition, as well as the needs of the Jaguars and the needs of the city. And we've made great progress in several months of meetings with the schools on a contract that keeps the game in Jacksonville in 2028 and beyond. We are still working through the final details of that and are hopeful we will have an announcement on that front very soon. But I can tell you we are very optimistic and very excited about that. With all this in mind, we'd like to share some important details leading up to this week's big game. So in a moment, Mike Kenny from ASM Global will share general event information and give an update on stadium operations. And we also have Chief Burns from JSO, Chief Powers from JFRD, and Jeff Smith from JTA here with us today. They're going to share information about traffic, parking, first aid zones, the Game Day Express, all those things you need to know to make sure that it's a successful weekend for you and the folks that you hopefully have coming in for the game. It's our goal to make this game and the festivities leading up to it safe and fun for everyone who attends. With that, I'm going to pass it off to Mike Kenny, and thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you to all of you for being here. First, I want to say we are proud and thankful to the universities, the city, and all of our stadium partners that help us keep this tradition continuing. And like the mayor said, we look forward to keeping that tradition continuing not only this year, next year, as well as 2028 and beyond. Currently, our seat build is underway in the south end zone, and this morning at 8 a.m. sharp, RV City opened. So things are completely underway for a great eventful week. Our Hall of Fame luncheon presented by Miller Electric is currently sold out and will take place at noon with doors opening at 11:30 at the East Club at the stadium on Friday. Also on Friday will be the University of Florida versus Jacksonville University baseball game. Doors open up at 5:30, first pitch is at 6:30. Tickets are still available and it can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com and or on Jack's Events. Saturday morning at 8 a.m. parking lots will open. At 9 a.m. SEC Nation will go live in Lot P with the Marty McGee Show. Following that at 10 a.m. will be its standard SEC Nation broadcast. Fanfare opens up in the Flex Field at 10 a.m. as well. Different this year in the Fanfare will be that there will be security screening upon entry. You do not need a game ticket to attend. On Saturday, as it relates to the stadium, gates open at 1:30 p.m. In addition, at 1:30 p.m., both teams are set to arrive. The Gators will arrive in Lot J and enter through Gate 1. Gator Walk is available for all fans, both inside and outside the stadium. and the University of Georgia will arrive near the loading dock at Gate 2, also at 1:30. Kickoff will be at 3:30 p.m. Tickets this year are mobile, so please have your mobile tickets ready and be prepared for not only the clear bag policy, but metal detection screening at all gates. For further information, please visit jaxevents.com and or www.gafljax.com. Thank you very much, and I'm going to turn it over to Chief Burns for additional safety information.
Good morning. I'm Ellis Burns, Chief of Special Events for Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Once again, we're excited to partner with the University of Florida, the University of Georgia, and the City of Jacksonville for this annual event that's been taking place here in our great city since 1933, as the Mayor said. We have many events going on downtown this week, from RV City, the Florida versus Jacksonville University baseball game, and the famous Georgia-Florida football game on Saturday. Here's what you need to know relating to traffic. On game day, as Mike said, parking lots open at 8 a.m. If you would like to see kickoff, we advise that you are in your parking spot 5 hours ahead of game time. So please plan on being parked by 10:30 in the morning. This will help us a lot with our traffic plan. Stadium gates will open at 1:30 p.m. At that time, our traffic plan focus will shift to moving pedestrian traffic safely. Vehicle traffic should expect delays after 1:30 p.m. and the commute will be much longer. If you do not have prepaid parking, our partners at JTA are a great option. JTA shuttle pickups at various locations throughout the city and receive priority on game day. If you are driving, I cannot stress this enough. Please use our variable message boards that will be posted throughout the sports and entertainment footprint. Do not rely on your GPS. In addition to being parked by 10:30 a.m., if you want to see kickoff, we advise that you are in line at the gates by 2:30 p.m., so please plan ahead. There are a lot of exciting events scheduled for this weekend, and we want everyone to know that we are here to help. Here's some very important safety tips ahead of this weekend's events. Information and first aid zones are available throughout the sports complex footprint. If you need help or access to information for ride shares, cell phone chargers, first aid, and local maps, please use these. In an effort to ensure this is a safe event, there will be undercover JSO detectives and a very large presence of uniformed JSO officers throughout the schedule of events this week and weekend. Underage drinkers will be held accountable for their actions. Also, don't drink and drive. Utilize the designated driver, please. Remember, it will be dark after the baseball game on Friday and after the football game on Saturday, so we suggest taking a picture on your phone of where you park and the landmarks nearby to make it easier to locate your parking spot after the game. Be mindful of traffic when crossing the street and be safe. So just for a recap, try to be in your parking spot 5 hours early, be in line at the gates by 2:30 p.m. at the latest so you don't miss kickoff. For updates regarding traffic and safety, please follow JSOPIO on social media before and during game day. Thank you. Please have a safe and fun weekend. Now I'll turn it over to JFRD Chief Keith Powers now. Thank you.
What a great weekend this is for our city. This has been, I'm born and raised here, so this has been something that has really meant something to me and been special throughout my lifetime. JFRD partners with all of our key folks down there at the stadium to ensure that we can provide a fun and safe experience for the fans that are coming in for this game. Part of that is the information and first aid zones that Chief Burns just talked about that are presented by Florida Blue. Those locations, there'll be 6 of those locations, and those locations are going to be located at the Lot X entrance, which is the south end of APR at Gator Bowl Boulevard. There'll be one located at APR in Duval. There'll be one located at the Babe Ruth statue, which is at Georgia Street and Duval. There'll be one located at Lot P at the Veterans Memorial Wall. There'll be one located at the entrance to Met Park from Gator Bowl Boulevard. And there'll be one located at Lot E, which is just outside RV City on Gator Bowl Boulevard. These information and first aid zones will be available from about 12 o'clock on Saturday until 30 minutes post game, which is usually around 8 o'clock at night. And as Chief Burns mentioned, they'll have first aid medical assistance, bottled water provided by COJ Special Events. If you need to charge your cell phone, you can go there, or if you just need information or direction, you can go there. In addition, JFRD will have about 50 personnel that will be inside the stadium. Foot medical teams will be in there. There'll be 4 med rooms that'll be available should anybody have any medical needs. Outside the stadium, we'll have about 40 people that'll be circulating in the stadium footprint, and we'll also have 4 of our small mini rescues that you see running around down at the stadium. You'll see some like UTVs that are running around with JFRD people, and then there'll be bike teams. What I'm going to say to you is if you need assistance, if you need first aid help or whatever, and you can't find one of those 6 areas I talked about, just reach out to any JSO or JFRD officer that you see, and they'll be glad to help you. I'm going to reiterate what Chief Burns said. It's extremely important. We talk about this every year. Please don't drink and drive. We want everybody to have a fun and safe time, but we want everybody, we want to make sure you go home safe. Please don't drink and drive. Have a plan before you start drinking. And we want everybody, like I said, to have a great time. So with that, I'll turn it over to JTA.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning. My name is Jeff Smith, and I'm the COO with JTA. JTA, we will be providing shuttles to and from the game from the following park and ride facilities. That'll be FSCJ downtown. It will be dropping off and picking up from Lot Z, which will be a little bit of a walk. The Kings Avenue, JTB, Armsdale, and Beaches Park and Ride will all be going to and from Lot B. We will be starting shuttling 3 hours prior to the game, and we will shuttle up to an hour and a half after the game, and we will also be providing cooling buses for the stadium as well. Thank you.
Well, I want to give a big thank you to all of our speakers for being here today. It really just shows the collaboration that it takes to pull off an event of this magnitude. I mean, behind the scenes, you'd be amazed at the way this group really works together. And speaking of working together, I'd be remiss if I didn't recognize our elected officials that are here. We have Council President Randy White, and we have Council Member Ron Salem, and also our Finance Chair. So we appreciate you guys being here as well. Thank you so much. For more information about the week-long events and game day events, you can go to gafljax.com. Again, gafljax.com. Our mayor has to run to another event, but our other speakers will be available for one-on-one questions after we conclude. So again, thank you all for being here, and let's have a great week.